Hey guys, Kennedy here. Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. We are hanging out here in Redcliffe. We were here trying to recruit the mages, and then some weird things happened. The Teventer Magisters are already here and have basically struck a deal with the mages to take them into servitude, basically to keep them safe from the war that's happening here. But they have basically have figured out time travel in order to do so. And there's a couple of them that are helping us out, including the main magister's son and his apprentice. So let's finish exploring the town, see what's going on here. What's the news? Oh man, somebody said, did you hear the news? And then, I don't know. Okay, so it looks like this guy sells schematics. Well, I'll remember he's here, but I'm not gonna spend money on these right now. I don't even know, like, what their stats are. So there's no real point in me buying a schematic when I might already have a better weapon, or I might already have a better schematic that I haven't made yet. It's been about a week since I last played, so I'm kind of trying to get back into the story here and really figure out what I think about the guys we met. Felix was the son's name, and I believe Dorian was the apprentice's name.
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil?
Every skull was... No, done thinking about it. Done.
I had wondered what had become of them when the mages rebelled. What a tragic waste.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
Whoa, so this is how those ocularums are made, with the shards? Made from the tranquils. Wow. This is pretty dark. There's some captions up there at the top that I'm not actually hearing, so in case you guys were wondering, that's not just that the volume is too low. Those seem to only be triggering in text.
You should talk to the Magister. You're the rightful heir to Redcliffe. In Teventer, they would never take that away just because you're a mage.
Oh, these guys at the end of the dock are having an interesting chat.
What happened to any of us?
That doesn't help. That's why people hate us.
But
Just stop. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so before I talk to this guy, I don't know if this is the same Connor, but in Dragon Age Origins, I believe, yes, you spend some time in Redcliffe, and you meet Connor, who is a fresh mage who is, like, not taking to his training very well. And he basically ends up getting Redcliffe overrun with bad things. Bad magic things. I'm curious if this is the same Connor, because he expressed... This guy said he was the heir to Redcliffe, which is true. His father was the leader here. And he looks about the right age. Let's talk to him. I'm interested to hear this.
Are you Connor?
You've heard the story, I guess. I can't believe the Queen thought Redcliffe was the right place to send the mages. I mean, it was nice of her to offer refuge, but I don't think the people here wanted me or anyone like me in this town ever again.
So, luckily Taylor, our dwarf here, doesn't necessarily have any reason to know about what happened here, so we're going to get a rundown of the story. And I believe this is related to the choices I made in the Dragon Age Keep on the website, where you can basically, like, rewrite your choices from the first two games, and they'll appear as sort of side stories like this, which I really like. Let's just start from the beginning.
You were behind the siege of Redcliffe 10 years ago.
That's me, the boy with Redcliffe's blood on his hands.
Wasn't your fault. I mean, it wasn't really... It was sort of just that, like, his power, he hadn't been trained to use it, and so he's kind of screwed up. But this, I don't know that Taylor would think it wasn't his fault. He did fail to control his abilities.
If I were you, I wouldn't have set foot in Redcliffe again unless I was dragged in chains.
I had nowhere else to go. When we closed the circles, every city shut its doors to us. There was nowhere else to go. I hate it. I can feel the blood on the stones, even if I can't see it.
Why isn't Arl Eamon in power anymore?
After the lands meet, he stayed in Denerim. I couldn't be his heir, not after what happened. So eventually he passed the title to Uncle Tegan.
How did you end up in the Mage Rebellion?
I was living in the Ferelden Tower when the circles dissolved. I voted against it, but at first it seemed all right. No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came, and it's wrong what they do in Tevinter. We are monsters. We need to be controlled. If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
So that's interesting what he was saying, that he voted against the rebellion. He was obviously a mage in one of the circles in Ferelden. And he voted against the rebellion. But he makes a good point that they weren't, it's not like the mages wanted to start summoning demons and become abominations. They just wanted to govern themselves. And I support that. And I also agree with what he says, that what they do in Tevinter is wrong. They abuse the ability of magic, and they allow magic to be the deciding factor in who has power, political power. And I think that's dangerous. I think there's a pleasant middle ground where mages could benefit society and not abuse that. I would almost compare it to the way we use technology now, right? Technology benefits us greatly, but there's also ways where we maybe let it control us. And I think we have to kind of find a good middle ground. The ability to use technology just because it has the ability, like the possibility of being dangerous, doesn't mean we should disallow it, if that makes sense. I would like to hear what he has to say about Tevinter in a bit more detail.
You're not in favor of the alliance with Tevinter.
Alliance? Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, right?
That Magister threw my uncle out into the street. He signed us into servitude. This is my home. Redcliffe, Ferelden. No matter what evils I've done, I would never have invited Tevinter here.
Yeah, see, I actually think he would make a good leader for Redcliffe if they respected him and trusted him.
I need to be going.
Please, talk some sense into the Grand Enchanter.
I will
Selling out
try.
the Imperium won't win us any friends. We have to find a way to make peace.
I think it might be a little late to try to convince the Grand Enchanter, not to sell out to Tevinter. I think it's been signed. I think now it's between us and Tevinter to try to kind of win Ferelden freedom back in a way, certainly for the mages. Picking up some spare loot. I'll take some time to go through my inventory sooner or later. Whoops. As I said, it's been a bit since I last played this game, so just getting refamiliarized with the controls. Ooh, can I light this? Nope. I thought I could light that lamp, which would have been pretty cool. You guys thought I was going to forget about this one, didn't you?
Greetings, traveler.
Who's greeting me?
I could be with you.
Okay. People are just chatting, I guess.
Everything on the surface smells so wet.
Okay. So at some point I need to head back to Haven. Let the rest of the Inquisition crew know what the hell happened here in Redcliffe.
Could be better.
I also need to go find Blackwall here in the hinterlands, so I might do that first. And it looks like I have a new quest giver coming up over here.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
I don't know if I want to agree to take the flowers. Simply because I have bigger fish to fry. And this seems like a pretty minor problem in everyone's scheme of problems. And I don't want to take the flowers for him if I'm not...
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Walk in peace.
I approve of that conversation. I don't want to tell him I'm going to do something that I don't think I'm actually going to get to. You know, the gamer in me is like, well, take the quest, take the quest. What if you get there and you missed out on it? But I'm not going to need that tiny bit of XP. And I actually prefer the idea of kind of playing in character.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our leman. The ashes of Andraste herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
So this is all referring to the events of Dragon Age 1 Origins. The player character hero had to go retrieve the ashes of Andraste to basically rescue the Arl from the dark magic that his son Connor had basically summoned there. The Connor that we just met. You can tell it's been quite a while since I played Dragon Age Origins, so I'm kind of piecing the story together as I recall it from the reminders. Oh, I was looking around for why my map was glowing. That's why I was jumping around all crazy over there.
Redcliffe has seen more than its share of troubles. That the rebellion should play out here.
Yeah, ironic, huh? I was looking around for why my map was glowing, but I remembered that it's in this building that I can't quite access. Which tells me we will definitely be back here in Redcliffe at some point with some higher levels. Alright, I guess we're done exploring Redcliffe. Let's take a look at the map and see where we've left to go next. Alright, journal. The Lone Warden, where is that? Nope. No way to get back. Okay. Here's this. I guess he's over here. We have a camp not too far from that, considering popping over there. There's also this Ocularum. Oh, which I guess we've already been to because it's filled in. Is that how that works? Because see, this is what this camp looks like when we haven't gotten it. It's white, and I think the Ocularums are similar. A lot of stuff to do down here. Ooh, there is a vein of lyrium that we could go after, which is part of Varric's quest. Okay. Well, let's go after Blackwall first. We're gonna just fast travel there. Get the story moving. Okay.
Nothing to report, sir.
Alright, good. Alright, so let's head out this way. Yeah, I thought there was a path back here. I want to try to... Oh, it's like way too far away. I missed my chance, huh? I was just thinking of... I was distracted by the bird calls I could hear in the soundtrack. I think I tried swimming once already. Yeah, I tried walking into that, like, waterfall. You know what? This doesn't look that deep. Let's see what happens. Nah, okay. Yeah, it just reloads me over here. Alright. Around the lake we shall walk. Yeah, I don't need to go back for those. I get too caught up in collecting all the ingredients that I almost never use. I mean, you guys have seen I'm not big on crafting. I'm not big on shopping. I like finding loot. And I generally like that if I do find something that I really want to buy, I generally have the money to spend on it because I haven't been buying everything along the way. We'll see if that turns out to be true, though. Can I reach that far? Nah, he's already gone. This is an interesting little waterfall. I said I was going to stop doing this, didn't I? Stop hunting down these little creatures. Let's take a look at this path here. I definitely want to still... Oh, there's baddies. Nope, I didn't get him. Okay. Valimar Gate. And there's dwarves here. Oh, I'm so distracted by this... the story implications of this that I am not even fighting these guys. Go to sleep. None of this fucking stealth shit. That's my job. Die.
Carta. Not from my clan, though.
With both Templars and mages here, they'd profit greatly from smuggling lyrium.
That's a good point. Okay, so cool. So Taylor recognizes them as Carta, but not specifically friendly Carta. It's interesting to know how the Carta works, that it's not just like one big organization. It's basically just... the Carta's made of dwarves and smuggles some lyrium. Different groups. Let me check out the map. Do I want to go in here just yet? It's not too far away from this camp if I wanted to come back for it later. I think what I'll do is check out the warden and maybe come back here. Alright, alright, alright. This one's mine. Nope. Nope. Man, they're fast. I even flew like halfway across the field there and wasn't able to catch up to him. I guess I need to use stealth if I want to go hunting with a melee weapon. Ah, there's a landmark up here. These arches, looks like. I wonder if the seasons change. I guess so. First stanza. Alright, so we found it. We'll save that for another time. Again, I'm gonna see if I can find them all. Alright, alright, here we go. I'm gonna stealth. Oh, come on, really? He's already so far away. I just want to catch a ram. I need to redeem myself. Alright. I don't know if that redeems me, but look, I got some leather, and I got closer to feeding the refugees. I wonder if you could just drop off 4 of them and be like, look, I know you said 10, but here's what I got. Take it or leave it. And I guess they would probably say, leave it. Because it is a game, after all. Oh.
Line there and there, no gaps.
I guess this is Blackwall.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall? Warden Blackwall?
Covered in
You're
blood. I look creepy.
How do you know my name? Who said ah?
Ooh, nice block.
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first.
Who are these idiots?
Conscripts,
They kind of
here
look
they
like
come.
they have Inquisition scout armor on.
Hold the wall, men. Make them come to me.
You're dead, bastard!
Black Steel Scout.
I wasn't here to fight.
I mean, I want Blackwall to be my friend, Blackwall.
You know how this ends.
So even though I don't know who these guys are, I'm gonna help him. I'm not gonna let these guys kill him before I even meet him.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I kind of like this answer. That depends on who you ask. The Inquisition has questions. I mean, that's true. Because so far, I don't think the mages did it. I don't know if I think the Templars did it. Probably not. It's possible, though. It seems like the Grey Wardens are a possibility. Their job is to fight the Blight, though, and I think the Blight has been, to some extent, curtailed. So maybe that's why we just haven't heard from the Grey Wardens, is that they haven't had a good reason. Greetings are in order. That seems so friendly, but I want to be friendly. That depends on who you ask. I kind of like that answer because it does really depend on who you ask. Maybe I'm the person who created the hole. Maybe I'm the Herald of Andraste. Maybe I'm just someone helping the Inquisition. Maybe I'm just a really good fighter. Maybe I'm a dwarf from the Carta. I think I'll go with that.
I've been called a lot of things lately by a lot of people.
Well, I'm talking to you. Stop dancing.
We're Inquisition, trying to find out why the Wardens disappeared and if it had anything to do with the Divine's murder.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more Blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten.
Exactly.
But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Well, the Warden's purpose isn't political, but perhaps a single Warden can have political ideals. Yeah, like this guy. Your purpose isn't to kill bandits, but I wasn't technically accusing them yet. I just am gathering information.
I'm not here to accuse. Not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no Blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
So I'm not generally one to interrupt the story to criticize a game, but that clipping on Blackwall is really unacceptable. You designed his specific character, his specific beard, his specific starting armor. There should have been a quick gut check to make sure it looked nice altogether. It's different if I had to put new armor on him. Maybe you didn't think to test the way that one in particular looks with that particular beard. But come on, this is his introductory cutscene. That seems sloppy. Whoa. I don't think so. I think we're in control of this conversation, so whether or not this is the flirty choice, I'm not going to ask him to tell us what's next. Yeah, you're kind of giving me nothing, but let's investigate.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt. That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
The treaties are pretty powerful. As he said, he can basically take what he wants, whatever they need. Grey Warden's one and only job is to protect against the Blight.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a Blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of Blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
He did inspire those guys.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
Absolutely. We need all the help we can get. Every last man.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Okay. So normally Blackwall would replace my tank, which is arguably Cassandra at the moment. Because he is a pretty strong shield bearer himself. But I don't know if I'm ready to give up Cassandra just yet. Certainly not with Sarah. She's a little too new. Let's take Blackwall. Let's take Cassandra. And hell, let's take Vivienne. Kind of an interesting crew, but we technically have one of everybody except an archer. But we do have a rogue. Me. I don't know. Blackwall and Cassandra fill such similar roles. Story-wise, though, I feel like I should have Cassandra with me. Now, you know what? I'm going to send Cassandra back to Haven, take care of some things, and bring one of our archers. Let's go Varric. I feel like he stands up better in this crew. Sarah's just going to make trouble right now. I guess it's a little bit weird to just, like, suddenly teleport these other guys here, but whatever. It gave me a chance to change my party, and I took it. Random mosaic piece here. Some gold. I hope I'm not now being a bandit stealing from these guys, but hell, I helped them fight back, so. Oh, I saw something over here. I see something on my map over here. No, I guess not. Maybe it's outside. The Orlesian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Val Royeaux, and I mean this literally. Once, the system of noble titles in Orlais was labyrinthine. There were barons and barons? I guess that's the same word with male and female spellings. And baronets and sir barons and a horde of others, each with its own origins and its own nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition. All the nobility play the grand game, as it is known, whether they wish to or not. It is a game of reputation and patronage, where moves are made with rumors and scandal as the chief weapon. No gentle game, this. More blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any war the Orlesians have fought. Of this I am assured by almost every gentleman here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of Emperor Dracone, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now, and who created the Chantry. There is no more venerated figure in Orlais. In Val Royeaux, the statue of Dracone stands as tall as the statue of Andraste. Dracone determined that the grand game was tearing Orlais apart, so he abolished all titles besides his own, and lord and lady. I am told, with some twittering amusement, that this action did not end the grand game as Dracone had intended. Now the lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as the exalted patron of Tasis Clay, or uncle to the champion of Trems. It is a headache to remember such titles, and one winces to think of the poor doorman at the balls who must rattle them off as each guest enters the room. The aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither the concept of rule by merit nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be. or at the least aspires to be in the good graces of a noble, and is ever watching for a way to enter the patronage of those better placed in the grand game. And then there are the masks, and the cosmetics. I have not seen so much paint since the kennels at High Ever, but that is another story. Interesting take on Orlesian culture. I think partly that explains why they're reacting so strongly to this mage rebellion, right? Everyone should play their part in the game, and you're cheating if you try to rebel against the rules. Charred paper. A letter found on the body of a bandit who stole from refugees in the hinterlands. The ink is smudged, and only a few sentences can be made out. You can die pretending you'll earn back your soldier's honor, or you can do something with the skills that son of a bitch taught you. Spend some time with my boys. No one will know who you are in Ferelden, and it's not so bad. A little bit of smuggling, a little bit of extortion. You'll get used to it. Huh. I don't really know how to interpret that other than, I guess it makes sense, you know, this guy was...
So it was just you, alone in the vast wilderness?
What are you on about?
The lone wanderer searching the world. What's he trying to find? Love? Absolution?
Try someone with a strong arm and stronger will to fight Darkspawn.
Yes, but what does that represent?
Wanting to kill more Darkspawn.
You're just like Sebastian.
I don't know who Sebastian is, but it sounds like Varric is working on writing Blackwall as a character in his book. So we're going to go back and check out this... Ooh, there's a bear there that I might try to take down. We're going to go back and check out this cave up here. And on the way there, we're going to need to stop and level up my friends here. Yeah, let's do it. He's on to us, so why not make the most of it. I wish my team would come with me, but that's not really how it works. Also, he's chasing that squirrel thing. Oh, and that's not fair. He can go through the water. Apparently, so can I? Very confused now about my previous stint falling in. Come back here, bear! Just let my team catch up with you. There we go. I'm not even sure my first few attacks hit because I'm having some serious trouble. Okay. Alright, I screwed up. I didn't level any of these guys up, did I? Nope, and I can't do it right now because we're in combat. So we're just gonna have to hope that my level 1 friends can take on this bear because I did a dumb thing. Run away, Blackwall. Yes, my tank is running away. You guys were probably yelling at me to level up, weren't you? Oh shit, he's real dead. Okay, Vivian. Focus on getting Taylor back in the game. Blackwall's down for the count. Alright, this hill also making me question my bad choices. Oh, why do you guys follow Taylor? She's a terrible leader. Terrible leader. We almost got him, though. You and me, Vivian. We got this. We got this. I take it back. We don't got this. Alright, guys. I'm going to end it here. Next time we will level up before I try to fight anything. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you next time.